go. Hey, hola mi gente. It's your man, the Afro-Rican, Orlando Crespo. Guess what, y'all? Giving you the rice and beans. Know what I mean? What up, Slime?
Hey. What's happening? It's your boy, Carly Park Sean. Little pleasure for your pain.
Yeah.
Little game for you lames.
That boy got bars.
We got some folk up in here today.
Yeah.
Tell the people who you is.
Yeah, I'm the music granddaddy of music, the L baby, the author, Rodney L.
Oh,
That's what's up.
Hey man, let's go ahead and get this show started, man. Let's get this shit
He
started.
asked me who I am.
I know, bro. We ain't granddaddy rap or whatever he said. This is my brother. A couple weeks ago, I mentioned to y'all that a young man, but he ain't that young.
pretty grown.
But I mentioned that he wrote a book, very good guy, and he agreed because he about to start his podcast tour. Guess where he started? He started with us.
Right here.
So today, we going to get into it. Thanks for coming, bro.
Absolutely. Pleasure's all mine, y'all.
We appreciate you stopping here first.
Right.
So we can talk about this book and the whole process and everything that went into it.
Yeah.
So, first off, y'all want to touch some current events or y'all want to just get right into this book? What y'all want to do?
Let's give him the flow first. We'll come back. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. First of all, I want to give thanks to God because without him, none of this would be possible.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And mad shout outs to everybody, Terry that put her hands on the book, she typed it up for me. And Special that helped me put the book together. Now, and the brother to my left, let me get right to it. Nobody.
He ain't wasting no time.
Nobody. Everybody's bugging off at the title of Nobody.
Right.
I'm going to tell you this quick story real quick. We was at a break room, you know what I'm saying? So I met this brother and Flex, hopefully you remember. And they had their little conversation, and not paying me no mind.
Right.
I'm like, wow. So I'm just in the corner like I'm a nobody. Then the topic changed and it got to hip hop. And a young kid, he just did him in. So I jumped in the conversation and, Ralph was like, who is this guy? I'm like, I'm somebody that know hip hop.
Right.
So that's how me and Ralph met. You know what I'm saying? So we've been straight ever since.
This is my guy, man. This is my guy.
Well, it just sounds like you're a professional antagonizer.
I mean, this is my guy. Let's get to the start though, man. Where you from originally, and
Okay.
what brought you up to this book?
Okay. I'm originally from Jersey City, New Jersey. Okay. Jersey, stand up. Half of us is from the Bronx, but I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey. Okay. Born and raised in Cary Woods Projects, and my man, he knows about Jersey from the bricks.
Yeah.
And I just decided, I was like, I did so many things because I'm a musical dude. So I was like, okay, I'm going to write a book, And I called one of my homeboys back home. He was like, yeah, right. Barely went to class. I'm like, okay, thanks for the vote of confidence. I didn't ask for it. So I just stayed in my kitchen table and my sister's walking right past me like I'm invisible, like I'm nobody, title of the book. And I just inked it and wrote the book.
Wow.
That's what's
I
up.
was surprised, man. You approached me and said you wrote a book. We play so much.
Right.
You do.
We play so much.
You do.
Yeah.
That, I didn't think you were serious. And then when I went on Amazon and seen it, and I noticed it wasn't Prime. So at first I was a little upset.
That customer.
Don't be that customer. Don't be that customer, he said.
So
Yeah.
6 weeks later, I got my book. You know what I'm saying? No, but when I got my book, I was very happy, man, because the guy walk around the job like he's like name of the book, man. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And he came with a book. He said he told me, he said, look, man, it's only like 50 pages. So you know, what'd you say to me the other day? I already read 200.
Yeah. I told him the truth. I'm like, I'm not going to write 200 pages because I'm not going to read it.
Right.
It's an easy read.
Yeah.
And all he did was laugh at me like I'm nobody. I'm like, yo, I'm like, you ain't got much to say? I'm like, okay, you know, I'll take that. But I'm only going to write this amount, you know, so you can read it. And I told everybody when I was telling them about the book, it's an easy read. Because, you know, let's keep it real. A lot of people don't read.
Just facts.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, we got a book club to prove that. What's that?
Those that get the book, please do.
Please do.
You know, it's something in there for everybody. You can relate to it. It goes right from the beginning, right to the end. You know, so don't play with the book because the minute you pick it up, you won't put it down till it's done.
Wow.
I like to see the support you getting too, though, man. I see a lot of copies at the job, man. I do.
Yeah, I did 155.
That's great, man. We got about 155 viewers, and we've been at this a year.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, man, I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
You be all over them shots.
You up on us, bruh.
What you
Yeah.
say?
You're up on us.
What y'all say out there? Huh?
Yeah, get up on it.
We just trying to grow.
That's all.
Huh?
God know they heart. God know they heart.
I need their likes. And
the excuse.
I need their likes,
God know they
comments,
are.
and subscriptions.
Yeah.
Sir,
Right. You
Huh?
ain't lying.
what we doing?
And we like constructive criticism as well.
Absolutely.
Another one.
You know?
Another one.
It's all good.
Oh,
You know,
man.
so I mean, like the book, you're gonna enjoy the book. I mean, for real. I mean, I'm getting great feedback. I want honest feedback.
Sure.
So if it's gonna be,
It's coming.
yeah, I know that. You know what I'm saying. So I just got to put my helmet on. Don't beat me in the head with it.
Absolutely.
But it's all growth, though, right?
It can tear you down too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a major accomplishment, man. You get avid readers out there that wouldn't have the guts to write a book, though.
Right, and that's what I thought was cool, man. That you actually stepped out on the limb. Like, people don't really get to know you.
I just there
You know
go.
what I'm saying? Like, they don't know you an excellent DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
you're an author.
I am an author.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a granddaddy of music. Rodney L, the author.
He stand by that shit. I ain't mad at him either.
Right. You gonna make sure you understand before he leaves.
I guess. You know what I'm
I'm just saying. You know.
I mean, you're a great dude, man. I'm happy for you, man. I really am, dog.
That's
I
great.
really am.
I mean, and that means a whole lot to me, especially when people read the book and they come and say, yo, you got one. And that's all, you know, because the price of the book, it costs me more to do the book. But it's the message from the man, and that's what's important to me.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. What's the biggest compliment you got that was paid to you that stood out the most?
It was this girl, she was lost for words. And she said that it touched her in every way. And she's going to continue to read it and continue to read it. And that meant a whole lot to me, you know, because, I mean, I didn't do too many women bashing up in there, but I let it be known that what they did to me, you
Sure.
know, to Rosie, you know what I'm saying?
So it probably touched her in a lot of different
Yeah,
ways.
it did. I mean, and that meant a whole lot to me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing it.
I mean, went from lost to word. She had a whole paragraph.
Yeah, I mean,
What's
you
wrong
know,
with him? What's wrong with him? Mute the mic.
I don't know.
Hey, man, this is us, bro.
I feel you,
This is
bro.
us.
you know, okay, you know, like
Go ahead.
like one section of the book. Okay, dude, Rosie was DJing. You know, he was starting out DJing. And, you know, he in the house, he jamming in the house. You know, I mean, like he the man in the house till you go in the world. You know what I'm saying? So he was big on this girl. So the girl was saying she was having a birthday party, and you know, Rosie, you know, yeah, I DJ, I'll do your party. And she didn't say you could do it. He said, I got you. You know, so and he big on her and stuff like
He
that.
had a crush
So,
on her, yeah.
yeah, so right then and there, this was his chance to get her. So what he thought he worked in the house was going to work in this rec room. So he brought the speakers in the rec room, and it didn't work. You know, because of the speakers, the sound of the speakers, they couldn't even hear it. And then he hooked it up wrong, and all the kids was just screaming at him, spazzing at
Embarrassed
him. And they told him to get his toys out of here. Something like you would say, you know what I'm saying? Kids can be kids can be cruel.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Kids can be. You know, I felt sorry for Rosie. I was like, wow, you know, I'm like, man, all he wanted to do was play, you know. So, you know, that's That was the beginning of it, you know what I'm saying? So if he built from there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? So the definition of that nobody, hopefully y'all can relate, because I know for a fact, the drug dealers, and I'm not knocking nobody that hustle or what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't have to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So because they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But the women flock to those guys. You know, I mean, let's just keep it real.
Right.
So if you working every day, you can't compete with that guy on the streets.
Right.
So they look at you as nothing, nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Rosie was competing with those kind of guys on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the book came about.
Okay. Sounds good, man. Sounds real good, you know.
I was telling them earlier. I read the book. I'm almost finished with it, but I think the character Rosie, there's a Rosie in every city throughout the world.
Okay.
True.
You know what I mean? We all come from, not all of us, but you can come from a bad environment, but you don't have to you don't have to embrace that. There's more to that. It's, you know, Rosie's character in there, I think everybody can relate to. It's on you, the will, the drive to do better. You know, I told Rodney earlier, you don't have to be a product of your environment. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's
Not
more
at
to
all.
that. Mm-mm.
You know, and that's the message, especially to the youngsters, you know what I'm saying? Because they idolize people that's not even real.
Okay.
You know, so, and I'm just a regular dude, you know, a real dude, because I mean, not blowing my horn or nothing like that, because I'm the music granddaddy of music. Rodney L.
I love it. I love it. Yes.
I gave a set of equipment
Uh,
to a starter, a dude that said he wanted to DJ.
mm-hmm.
You know, so I gave him some tables. And he's like, how much I owe you? I said, none, man, just get better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, chase what you said you want to do. If you're not going to use it, I'm going to repossess it like the car. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
and he still got those tables today.
That's what's up.
That's
man.
what's up, man.
You want to tell the story? Or you want me to tell it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
The young man that challenged you.
You tell the story.
Well,
No, I like how you tell it. Go tell the people.
So,
This baby DJs is like the 80s.
you know,
Right.
that's
You know what I'm saying?
I don't get Hollywood on nobody. I don't get Hollywood on
I've
nobody.
witnessed them.
You know, I don't get Hollywood on nobody.
Gotcha.
So we all in there, and you know the girls and you know everybody in there, and I'm just chilling, you know. And one female, she said, you know, he DJs, he's real good. He did my party. Oh, he ain't better than me. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Right off the top.
But yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. I know that he ain't better than me. Look at him. What my looks got to do with
Wow.
it?
He took all kind of shots at you,
I
didn't
mean,
he?
bolos and everything else. So I go over there, and he's like, look at him. He don't look like no Jesus. I'm like, what do you mean?
Right.
So he was like, man, you better just go. You better just go because this is not what you want. I didn't want this in heaven. I did not want this.
Right.
You know? So he's like, I'm telling you. So I'm like trying to keep my cool and can on. I'm like, all right, yo. I'm like, he don't know. I'm like, he was like, no, you don't know. And his volume just got high. I'm like, yo. I'm like, take it easy now. I'm like, take it easy, you know?
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm telling you. And I mean, like, you know, when you're in the school, I'm telling you. And everybody laughing. I'm like, now I'm getting embarrassed. I'm like, dude, take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Take it easy.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm telling you. I'm like, okay, when the next time you playing? And I'm playing Friday. Where at? He told me where. I said, I'll be there. He said, for what? I said, for battle. That's what we do. You know, you told me, come on. I'm like, I'm going to be there. He said, all right, okay, just come on. So I'm like, all of y'all coming. I invited everybody. I'm like, I'm going to be there. So I told him, I said, when I battle, it's for something. I'm like, make it light on yourself. You don't want it. I'm like, okay. I was like, look, man, make it light on yourself.
Right.
I'm like, trust me, make it light on yourself. So he said, so what do you want to battle for? I said, your equipment. And he was like, are you serious? You don't know this? He started singing. I'm like, I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Dead serious. I'm like, for your equipment. He was like, oh, you ain't serious. I'm like, okay. And I just told him, I said, you better practice. So I never heard dude play. Right. But I know he just said, look at him. That's what just made me right there. I'm like, okay. So I brought a mixer like that size. That's all I would bring because he wasn't going to win. You know, it's just point blank.
Okay. Okay. I hear you.
You know this go out to everybody now. He
I
might,
mean,
he
you
might
know,
still be out there, you know.
he ain't coming for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just
Not the granddad.
He's not granddaddy music,
Yeah,
music granddaddy.
Yeah, Rodney. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
No, dog, that's you.
Dude, we go to the party and it's packed. I'm like, okay, you know, and he got a nice little toy.
Was it at a club or like a house?
It was at a clubhouse.
Okay.
So
All right.
he had his little stuff there, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, all right. I'm like, is that what you're gonna do? And he just spazzing out on the mic. I'm like, okay. So he was like, "Where your equipment?" I'm like, I'm not gonna need it.
What?
Yeah,
Battle on his own equipment.
on his own stuff.
Oh,
How
he
long
let you
was
do
the
that?
session? How long was it per person?
But he did 30 minutes.
Okay.
And everything that he did in 30 minutes, I did it in 15.
Mm.
You know, in 15. Then I unhooked it. Unhooked his stuff. And I was like, remember, you're that guy that said, I don't look like a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you the granddaddy.
Music granddaddy. You know.
Yeah.
So he was like, nah. And his whole face. And he thought I was going to give it back. I'm like, oh, no. Whenever you repossess your car, they don't give it back. You know what I'm saying? Those are the rules.
But so, I mean, who judged the competition?
Everybody that was there.
Oh,
Okay.
just by the
I'm about to
crowd
say.
reaction.
But yeah.
Crowd reaction.
You know.
Okay, go ahead.
So everything that he did, I did the same thing in less time. You know, and I mean
Same record.
everything that he did. I'm like, yo, if that's what you could do, and it's taking you that long, I'm gonna do it faster. You know, and play the records the same way better. And he was like lost.
I can just imagine granddaddy. You know?
Music, granddaddy.
Yeah, whatever. It's your turn, and you put your headphones on, and then next thing you know, it's all the ladies say "ow." Everybody start rapping.
Unhook it.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Unhook it.
Get him out of here.
You know,
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
He ain't buck on you?
I mean, you know, he was really disappointed.
Right.
You know, and he really thought I was gonna give it back to him, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give it back. And then that little toys that he had, I gave it to somebody else.
Bless
And then
somebody
went
else.
to the break room, and I'm like, yo, here I am, you know, music granddaddy music.
I knew it was coming. You're like respectfully very disrespectful. So.
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Yo,
what
when he came and told me this story, first of all, he was distraught. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "What's up, dog? What's up?" He walking back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The kids, man.
Had to
You know
kill
what I'm
him.
saying? Kids. You know,
Had
because when
to
he
kill
first
him.
told me he was a DJ, you know, I gave him the look probably a young man gave him.
Like, look at you.
Look
like,
at
you don't
DJ,
look like
DJ or what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's your name? What are we talking about?
And what's crazy about it, you know, when I first moved out here, I DJ'd at the old Ritz.
Oh, National.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got booed.
Really?
Yeah. They Heinekens and everything was coming.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, you know, I'm like, they know not. You know, and I kept on playing till the security came. Then I had to stop playing because it was like, okay, if you're not gonna get off, we're gonna take you off.
Damn.
And that's what happened.
Damn,
You know.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
At the Ritz?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was you playing? Like,
You know, out of all the places I played all over the country, you know, this is the toughest place
really?
because they're one way. You know, they only want to hear
Well, and back then when the Ritz was popping, we wasn't on all that.
trap music.
Just yeah. So if you wasn't playing that, we
Yeah.
were-
I don't listen to that.
yeah.
You know, so I don't listen to that. You know,
Yeah, you said
and
that,
you shouldn't listen to that. So I'm playing.
I knew it was coming. Okay, we got to move on this section. Let's got to get our show shut.
Got you.
How you get kicked out of the Ritz? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But like to move on from that, first of all, everybody, please go out and get his book. You know, he's it's worth it. You know, you read a lot of stuff that you be like, damn, I got played. Actually, go get his book, man. It's very good. 45, 50 pages long, and he get right to the point. You know, just please go out and support the brother because he out here doing great things. You know, to move on from that though, what do you find the disconnect between the young men? I'm gonna use men. We're just gonna talk to men.
Okay.
the older men and younger men, where we can't even have conversations without it getting heated. And I guess I look at it from a point of view of nobody listens to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do we go about bridging this gap? Because everybody want to make money.
Sure.
Everybody, that's the big thing right now. Everybody want a business, like we talk about on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no respect for nobody. The young don't respect the old don't respect the young. That blocks a lot of things from happening. So how can we get past that to further us? Y'all think?
Listen. I'll listen.
Right.
And then I'll comment.
Mm-hmm.
But then what you don't receive and you don't like what you receive, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to listen, and a lot of them don't know how to listen. So that's why
I think the younger generation, man, they had so much pride now. They don't accept constructive criticism that well or rejection, because then they feel like, who are you? You ain't better than me or whatever. So it's hard for them to, like Rodney said, to listen. You got to be willing to make yourself vulnerable, I guess, to a certain extent. And then, for speaking from an older perspective, we so stuck in our ways, we don't even want to really give them that guidance on what should be done or what's right from wrong or whatever, because we're set in our ways, and that's how we rolling right now. We don't have time for that. You get what I'm saying? So that's where the bond breaks. Both parties got to be willing to, hand each other that olive branch.
What you think, Dr. Ralph?
Go ahead, Sean. This our show, bro. You don't direct nothing. This our show. Appreciate it.
Nobody.
I'm gonna piggyback what both of them said. It has a lot to do with just being able to humble ourselves, both the older and the younger. I think this generation, the younger generation, they have a microwave sense of getting stuff done immediately. I don't think that they believe in the long, hard work that we were brought up on, and they want results immediately. Whereas we came up and we knew that we had to put in work in order to see it come to fruition. And when those ideals kind of clash, we have a disconnection. So I think in order to break that down, we have to have more patience with really pushing our point and pushing what it is that we're trying to get across. And I think with the youth, and I won't say all of them are like that. It is some out there that will sit and listen to you. Mm-hmm. But overall, I really believe that once they sit down and they really see what comes to it, because I tell a lot of people, a lot of times you see people that's successful that went out, they started a dream and they got it off the ground, but it was somebody behind him or behind them that you didn't see that was funding that. And it was probably that guy that sat and did what he did for 20, 30 years so that you can set out and do your dreams. And some people get it out the mud, and I get it, but that's not for everybody. So I think we got to be able to break it down on both ends and have that conversation.
On the older side, when it comes to the young fellas, delivery is a big problem that I see when the older gentleman is trying to talk to a younger guy. Mm-hmm. He's talking down to him. He's talking at him. He's not really he's trying to translate a message, but his delivery is so bad that it's not going to get through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I see a lot of envy from older towards the young too. If you look at millionaires today, they from 30 down. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of young millionaires now. Right. Versus we might be the generation that just got completely lied to. Mm-hmm. Go get a job. Mm-hmm. Everybody. You say you're 52, so let's say him down to us. We're 10 years apart from him, but it's the same thing. Go to school. Where these younger guys, they might have a hard time listening to us because they're like, shit, man, I got more than you. Mm-hmm. And I'm half your age. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because technology helped them along versus we didn't have that. Mm-hmm. The doors that we broke down, they got red carpets going through them. You know, so I think on some ends, man, it's just as far as older, it's just that we have to be more patient when we talking to our youth.
Yeah.
And we definitely have to be receptive of what they say. Because they got brains just like we do.
Right.
And sometimes they say something and it might throw you off. Instead of you just being man enough to accept it,
Right.
You flip it, be like, youngster, you don't know, but that's not it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you just wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and then on the other side, I would tell the youth, man, you don't know everything. You got a lot of life to live. You know, in certain situations, man, it takes somebody with life experience,
Sure,
to help you out of it. You know, all kind of jams. Like, there's so many young guys that come up to me and, with real life issues, and I just be like, first I'd be like, damn, I'm honored they even asked me. But then I try to give them the best advice I can get, and if I can't get it, I call Nickel City Flex, and I give his number out, and I tell them to call him.
Yeah, you gonna get him straight.
Right, but I just think with that, if we can get that together, man, every other aspect of us being black, unity, whatever, becomes so much easier. A lie we was all told coming up, and it's something that I don't know about y'all grandfathers and y'all fathers, but they say, how many girls you got when you was younger?
I remember that.
They would say that to you, like, how many women you got? And we would take that information like that was the right thing.
Right.
Instead of them saying, yo, go find you one. And then rock with that one until until forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the message we was getting. We thought, my granddaddy said I'm supposed to have 4 or 5 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so
Right.
it starts the cycle. And then when I was listening to a comedian, he was like, once you get 40, it's a wrap. Whoever you with, you should just stay with, because don't nobody want your ass. And I was like, damn, but just things like that, man. Like we were brought up wrong, man. And sometimes you can look at the youth and be like, let me check you from what I was taught, so you don't make the same mistakes. But like you do say, sometimes it is hard talking to them, man.
Don't you think that the older generation might have not even knew?
They didn't. I feel like a lot of us didn't know, but at some point you have to, right from wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, with banking and stuff like that.
Right. Like things like
they didn't.
we didn't know.
Didn't
stocks, like a lot of things that's going on right now, we didn't even.
They didn't know, so how can they pass on to us?
But things that I know, my father didn't know, my stepfather didn't know, but I'm able to pass it to my son. So you still have to put your own work in,
right?
But it's still right. But it's still good for somebody to give you a jewel if they got it. It's some older guys that won't even have any kind of discussion.
Yeah, that's true.
With a young man,
Right.
and vice versa. That's a problem, man. That is a problem.
Yeah.
I try to speak to everybody, especially the younger, because I'm the music granddaddy of music. Rodney L. So I mean, I try to help him out all the time.
I'm trying.
Right.
I'm trying.
I tell you, it's hard, man. They stuck in their ways. You know what I mean?
I feel like when that's somebody's running thing, they say they stuck in their way. That's some selfish shit.
It is.
That's like saying you. Oh my God, my bad.
No, you're good.
Like to say you're not willing to adjust your life for nothing.
Right.
Your way of thinking, like, but this is me. This is who I am.
But the hardest thing for people to do is to look at themselves.
That's real.
And to work on it. I talk to people and they say, yeah, I know I'm stubborn. Yeah, I know this. But they accept it. They wear it as a badge of honor.
Yeah, they cool with that.
So if I tell you, well, work on it, I don't want to hear you keep saying that. Work on it. That's the hardest thing for people to do, to work on themselves. So that's why people just keep pushing like it is. Like, hey, this is me.
Why should they?
Why? Why is it like that?
Why should they change?
If it's something that you hear all the time, you might want to
Wanna
try to
work on
change it.
that.
Yeah, you might want to work on
That's
that.
the attitude that why should they change?
Yeah. If you want personal growth,
Yeah.
you know, but again, you
It's
got
the
to want
only
it for
reason why I
yourself.
say that
That's-
is
that's
like
like-
I'm not dealing with them.
That's like accepting a problem.
Right.
Like I know I'm this way.
Mm-hmm.
But you know it's a problem through your life though.
Right.
But you just
Right.
like I'm just
Yeah.
like I know it's this way. I'm okay with it.
That's it.
Yeah, I
Deal
get
with
cussed out every day. I know it's okay. I just deal with it.
What you got, Spoke?
Oh, if you a loner or whatever, nobody want to be affiliated with you. It's because of how you carry yourself. You know, that's just something you got to deal with. You know what I mean? If I see a black cloud out there, if I see a dude out there in the street, I'm like, oh, here this guy go. I don't want to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? He bring all this negative energy around here. I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? I never want to be that dude. You know what I mean? But some people, like he said, some people content with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you challenge that person though? Because I know some people like that. I'm like, man, I don't feel like this dude finna complain about everything. Do you challenge them? I'll be like, hey man, you ain't nobody make you sign up for this job.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you did that on your own.
Yeah, I ask them.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I ask them.
Yeah,
I'll try to get to the bottom of it. Because sometimes you just plant seeds.
That ain't my fight, dog.
Dang, well, if you're going to be around me and you affecting my energy,
Right.
I'm going to make sure you stay away from me.
Sure.
Because I'm going to question you when you come around me. And that, well, let me leave Sean alone because he going to be all up in my business. That right. That right. Don't come with me with that. So.
for real.
Let's find a way to help each other, man.
Yeah.
Everybody need it. Everybody can use it. What you got for us, dog?
Y'all know the NRA?
We got Granddaddy, Daddy, Rodney L.
No,
He got to say it. He got to say it.
Yeah.
the music granddaddy of music. They're awesome.
Oh, we go listen.
Hey, while we talk about
Go ahead.
music, y'all still listen to R. Kelly?
Yeah.
I still play it. If I'm, at a joint, I play it.
Okay.
Yeah. I listen to
Where
it
you
differently now, but yeah, he's still jamming.
I listen to, you know what? It's rare that it comes on because I listen to so much music. Like, so it's rare. When it comes on, I ain't running to turn it off. You know,
Right.
like, oh shit, I ain't doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't knock it. If that's the case, I gotta knock Marvin Gaye. I gotta knock Al Green. It's so much. So I leave it where it is. That this is a song. I try not to, and even though it's hard because I do have daughters, to be like, let me peed on that nigga. That's what, but I don't know if that's the song he peed on her. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's my own justification, but I don't know if this was the track. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, but this might not be a peace song.
Right.
So I let it roll, man. Yeah, but I don't.
The music didn't do it.
I asked that because when we was out last week, they was playing it.
Oh, they played a lot.
They
of it
played
too,
a lot
man.
of it,
Yeah.
and everybody, the spot we hang out at is like 40 and up. Everybody, and everybody was riding with
They
it.
was rolling.
They rolling with it, but out and about, oh no, I don't listen,
Right.
no more. And like you said, if I was gonna go down the list, it's a lot of people I won't be listening to, a lot of actors I won't be watching. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of sports I won't be watching if I was to go on that. So I look at it as if they already knew this stuff before those documentaries came out.
That's real.
But because, and I hate to use this word, but it fits. It's trendy.
Right.
Documentaries came out. Now everybody is against them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know what?
What's the young man name? Got the orange song. Was
Orange.
I think that Frankie Ocean.
Frank Ocean.
Yeah. That
Frank
look,
Ocean.
I thought that song was. That's what that bothered me. I ain't gonna lie, that bothered me.
I don't know which song you're talking about.
The
I know what album you're talking about.
come on, granddaddy old man.
Grand Caribbean.
I've been thinking about you.
That was
Oh,
on
okay.
Yeah, that
I've
like,
been thinking about
like so. I was when it first came out, I was replay.
Right.
Then when I found out he was talking about dude, it got to bother me.
Gotta
Cause I was
think,
like,
y'all.
hold on, cuz wait.
What about Luther, though?
What about? Hold on, let me sit up for this.
Luther.
Hold on.
Oh, dang.
What you saying, bro?
Oh, don't say nothing. We
Yeah.
don't need to.
Let's
Yeah.
be real. If we want to,
You don't know that. You ain't got no proof of that.
You're right. You're right. Well, okay. Well, let me go on somebody I know. I got some proof on.
Ooh,
Whitney Houston.
I don't listen to him no way. I think
You
it's
never-
trash.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Jersey
I
icon.
think her music trash.
Jersey icon.
okay.
You know about it.
Yeah, I think her music is trash.
Well, her and her best
Right,
friend.
yeah. That's true.
But
So
again,
that make her bisexual though, doesn't it?
is that okay? Because it's a woman and
I mean, I'm into bisexual. When women want to do that.
okay, but not guys. No.
That's gay. But that's another show. That's another show. You know what I'm saying? Granddaddy of music, Rodney Hill.
I think the vibes get a little more lenient.
Like quick, faster to hurry.
Damn.
Quick,
Y'all
faster to hurry.
tripping.
That's another show. That ain't this one.
And it's crazy because you can get in debates about every single thing.
Yeah. Like look at like Brian McKnight. No woman, abused him.
And Tank. Yeah.
Tank too?
Yeah.
I didn't know about
he came
Tank.
out and said it.
I can't. Last I heard him Tank, he was.
He was talking about
He was talking crazy.
Suck a dick. I said it.
Yeah, you
that's
said
what he
it.
was talking about. I hate it.
I just said Tank.
I'm just saying.
I ain't say all that
He
other
said
shit.
if you ain't do it, what, 3 times? Like 3 times.
Yeah,
That's just crazy.
it took you 3 times to find out you ain't like it, or
That's
what?
just crazy.
I don't. Anyway, that's another show, man. Back to this.
I'm a fan of good music, period. I don't care what happened, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't get R. Kelly on the radio no more.
No,
but if
they're
somebody jam it, if it just happened to hit, boom, I'm like, oh, shit,
Like,
right.
it's so crazy because they won't even use him in the verses. Remember when somebody?
Oh, yeah, I
was using
remember
their
that. I
music,
remember
and
they
they
was
was like,
trying
you
to
can't
do
use R. Kelly's music
because of
Damn,
Yeah.
can't use the music.
Well, I mean, he might have went down undefeated if he were into that thing.
It's
He got some crazy hits.
Yeah, I think
he'd have
it's
destroyed everybody.
I think only one person that could probably hang, but they'll lose.
Careful.
Who?
First of all, bro, you're
I'm
not
just-
going
What
through
he say?
a show of our day.
Yeah.
I'll probably say Mary J, man.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
I was
'Cause
going to say the same thing.
Yeah, probably Mary.
That's the only one.
I personally don't think it's a woman
Right.
that can beat her. I don't
No.
care who. I don't think no woman can beat her.
We had this
Strictly off of
discussion
seniority.
already.
Strictly off of
and
seniority.
just on an overall, I
The
just
only
think,
one that come close to that
Is
is
what?
Usher.
Yeah,
He said
might,
a woman.
No, I'm
but
saying.
but then I said the overall.
Overall,
it,
come close.
it might. He might come close, but then when she get into that, she. Then that leg. Matter of fact, happy
that
birthday, Mary. And
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Say
happy
what I'm
birthday.
saying?
Dance, do the
What,
dance.
she
You know, everybody
50?
do it. Yeah, 50. Look good
Looking
too.
good.
but
too.
she would lose. She'd get knocked out.
I don't think Usher could beat her. I think when she go to the hood, she get him.
Yeah.
Now,
'Cause-
if you go for hits, Usher's.
But she
Usher's
got
right
some
there.
hits, bro.
And Usher do too.
I ain't denying that. But
What are you saying?
Mary go to the hood. She go
I
to
don't
the
know
block.
what you're saying.
I'm not doing this with you today. I'm not doing this with you today. We'll be here all day. I ain't doing this with you. And I just think R. Kelly, man, I don't think nobody could beat him.
No, ain't nobody.
Nah.
We give him that.
Yes.
We give him
Hands
that.
down. Hands down. Nobody can.
I just wanted to know because I was jamming when they did their little R. Kelly session. And
I know the ladies love it.
What did
I don't
you
care.
was in the corner like I
care.
shouldn't be doing this, but
nah, I
God,
care. I'm jamming. I'm feeling it because
that wasn't that drink, was it?
it probably was.
Yeah, okay,
That
all right.
cigar.
So you listen to all type of music?
Oh yeah.
I do rock and roll.
You?
Yeah, absolutely.
You sure?
I'll work out to it. You want to try this out?
What do you mean, rock and roll?
These guys.
Hard rock, absolutely.
I'm just saying, you don't look like.
What does one look like?
I was
What does one?
and he got mad at the young dude for saying that. See what I'm saying?
What?
See what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like rock and roll, R&B, jazz.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hip hop.
That's good.
You
Okay.
know, I mean, I'm not a granddaddy.
No,
daddy
no.
of music. I'm
No.
not. You know.
No, you're not. I mean,
y'all tripping.
but that's cool. Rock and
You
roll.
know.
I listen to rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I love rock.
Yeah, I listen to rock.
Yeah, I do some rock, soft rock.
The only thing I don't have.
He said soft rock. That's Hall and Oates. Man.
That's Holland. That's
wrong with
good.
that?
Holland Oates be
Ain't nothing wrong with
jamming.
Hall and
I mean,
Oates. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Do we really just call this soft rock?
I'm
You know
just
what I'm saying?
Doobie
Yeah.
Brothers. I do
Because
Doobie
it's
Brothers.
Okay.
Heavy metal.
Yeah, I'm in
I
that.
can't
Yeah,
do no heavy
Okay.
metal.
Yeah,
Duran.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
You in the heavy metal?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm on the
Megan.
Duran.
Megadeth,
Oh, I can't.
Danzig. Yeah.
Yeah,
ACDC.
you into that music.
AC,
Throw
I'm
chairs.
AC.
and stuff
Aerosmith.
like
Maggot Brain.
Yeah,
That's
all
not
that.
hard.
I'm into
I
that.
do
that. Throw
Aerosmith.
chairs and everything. that's
it is what it is.
Yeah,
Black Sabbath,
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
I'm in.
that.
I'm in.
I
Def
can't-
Leppard.
Yeah.
That's, you know,
Can't do that.
and that's
White
a high
Snake.
volume music for that might be flash.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can
Yeah.
understand why it's workout music. You ain't
yeah.
bumping in your car though, is you?
I mean, if it's on when I get in the, if I plug in the
Plug
phone
in,
and
it's
it come on,
rolling.
I'm rolling with it.
Man, you gonna hit something, man. I'm telling you, it's one song I got. It's real fast paced, and it's actually a rock and roll song, and it's just fast paced. And when they play in the car, it seems like my foot get real heavy,
heavy
and I
on
don't even realize it.
Really?
Music does that.
What's the name of it?
It's actually a song off of a anime, the opening song to an anime, Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
It's called Tank. The actual song is called Tank, but yeah,
Do I got to listen to it 3 times to see if I like it?
nah.
Moving on. I'm moving on.
Yeah, great.
But like you were saying, I heard what you said too.
Yeah.
Anybody hear about the NRA filing for bankruptcy?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, right?
Briefly.
Yeah. They came out and said it's all about a restructuring plan.
Right.
Y'all done sold a trillion guns just in the year of 2020.
Right.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. I mean, for real. I mean, the man is out. Now they got to file bankruptcy.
Well, you know what that is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know,
But the problem is that people look at bankruptcy as a bad thing. They've sold that to us forever. And that's when you say that and you read the actual statement, it just meant, okay, we need to push this money to the
Yeah,
side.
pretty much.
I don't want y'all touching this. Let's start over. That's what bankruptcy
That's
is.
it. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Right.
So,
they're getting looked at because they ain't pay no taxes. Their man took care of him for so long.
And now he
So
out.
now he out.
Right.
Now they're going to be under the watch. And they filing. Oh, I ain't got no money. Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
right.
Yeah.
But we bankrupt, so nah.
Okay.
Going liquid, baby.
Yeah, nah. You know, come on. Stop it.
Oh, they doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
man.
know that's a lot because ammunition about
Man, you
$500 a box.
you got to buy a gun at the time to get ammo now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
they ain't
crazy.
giving you no ammo.
They
That's
actually
crazy.
got the gun show going on right now this
Did they?
weekend.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's this weekend. Today and
Really?
tomorrow. Well, yeah. But be warned, when you go up there, a lot of them boys ain't gonna have no mask on. And they gonna wear that. They gonna have that flag waving.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hey, they gonna have that flag waving, but they gonna sell you something.
Oh, they gonna sell you something.
They gonna sell you whatever.
Yeah.
They might not touch your money or your card, but put it on the table.
Put it on tape.
Put it on the table, right there. Put it right there.
Go
But they
get it
gonna take
quickly.
your money.
They don't. Hey, take the
They
money.
gonna take your money.
Go get it quickly.
Yeah,
I can't get with that.
it's out there though, man.
Since I'm going down the news, let's just put it like this: white privilege, we all know is real. I done heard many stories. I done read in many books when Muslims, known Muslims, go to jail, they feed them pork. They don't change the everyday meals right for them. But this young man who went in the Capitol,
Oh, yeah.
he had his mom on TV
QAnon cat.
talking about some
Shaman.
he need
Organic.
Organic
Yeah,
food.
he ain't ate since Friday. Oh hell no! But the problem I have with it is they making that shit
They
happen.
made it happen.
They made it happen
They made it happen.
in jail.
If you don't see the hypocrisy in that,
Right.
If you really understand the judicial system, and when you got to go face, because everybody looking at TV, but if you go to the court for real, who do you see on the bench?
it ain't us.
That's right. Who's the prosecutor?
It ain't us.
And who's the jury?
Once again, it ain't us.
But who's in the building? Who's getting locked up?
That's real. But this
Keeping
time,
their pockets fair.
but this time it's them.
Oh, they only there for
Oh,
a brief
no.
moment.
You know what? I think with this, somebody gonna have to sit down for a while.
A brief-
Them people were scared in that Capitol. They talking about my man plan on tying them up and shit.
Right.
Like,
They got audio of
yeah,
them
man.
talking
This,
about this.
I think this was so watched so closely. I don't think they just were getting a slap on the wrist for this one, dog.
They
They're not
can't.
Not
arrested
breaking
now.
in a federal
Huh?
building.
They're not arrested now.
What the hell you mean?
They're not arrested now.
What
they
they
got
at?
an attorney in Canada. They got held but they out.
Some of them are.
Yeah.
And then he got one of the cats from Georgia, and he killed himself.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
was
went home and killed
ex-cop
himself.
or something. Wasn't he?
Yeah.
That let you know they can't deal with pressure.
That's what I'm saying.
he
I'm
blew
like,
his head
come on.
off.
I'm like, nah,
Right.
that was me. There's no way they were even gonna let me out.
Sir, if that was you, you wouldn't know going nowhere. You were staying
probably-
right there for that night.
You probably wouldn't have made it to the court.
Yeah, you talking about going to jail. What?
Watch your head.
They'd be like, we got the music, granddaddy, your music right yeah. We got him.
Oh, you got a big following. They wouldn't allow that to happen.
Man.
No, sir.
Nah, you know.
And in more news, you know, I love this stuff.
Right.
One of the guys in the Aubrey case, he's trying to get out of jail for high blood pressure.
Was the dad or the?
I think it's the guy that filmed it.
Oh,
Yeah,
the one-
he trying to get off high blood pressure.
It was
look
so
crazy.
funny. Yeah, he is so funny looking. And it was even more funny when they showed the video of him talking to the cop. Like, yeah, I pulled out in front of him to make sure.
Yeah.
When he first said, I had nothing to do with
Right,
it.
do it.
Nothing to do with
They interviewed him the day after with
Yeah,
David Muro.
Right.
Crazy.
Looking
Interview.
stupid.
Got that bold haircut and brown eyes, looking crazy. Man, please. They do whatever they can.
I think that wrapped up the news. I don't think I got anything
Nah,
else.
you got one more.
We got one more.
Kenosha dude.
Oh yeah, he out free.
He out.
Yeah. He walking around.
Right.
He got out of jail, went straight to the bar.
Straight to the
what
bar
I'm
with his
saying?
mama.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Right.
You know,
But- But we equal, right?
you know, on that note, what you just said,
Wow.
and you should remember this. So they had this thing. I think y'all had it in Michigan, 1,000 feet within the school zone. You know, that law right there. You know, we had to vote it against because they were locking everybody up. I mean, if you had a joint on you, I mean, there's a school everywhere.
Yeah.
back home,
Yeah.
and they're giving you 5 years.
Yeah.
That was the law.
Yeah, absolutely. Mandatory.
Wow.
Man, 5
Mandatory.
years. That's what it was
Mandatory.
up north.
Absolutely.
They were stiffing them
Yeah.
5 years.
The gun laws up north ain't like it is down
You know,
here.
1,000
Yeah,
feet within the
it's
school
real.
zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean,
School
like
zone, banks,
banks,
all
anything
that.
federal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you ain't no
you was
gun.
gone.
Hey.
You know, so I mean, like when people got, I'm saying is there's guns up there, but you're not gonna bust like that. That's like crazy, like how it is, like you know, the Wild Wild West. I'm like, nah. If you pull it out and they see it, you know, you're gonna do a good 15, easy. 'Cause you got 5 automatically because you got it, and it's 1,000 feet within the school zone. You know.
Yeah, they make sure you don't do that again.
Even if you got a permit to conceal.
Well, I mean, all you got to do is ask your man Plexico. He shot himself, and he had to do time.
He did 3 years.
Yeah, that was automatic. He just won the Super Bowl.
Right.
They didn't even let him
was-
finish his drink.
Yeah,
They took him
I
to
mean, you
jail.
got to hold it. Yeah, he did. He
leaking.
max 3 years.
automatic.
He
Shine.
had to do it. He had to
Shine
do it.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to do
Yeah,
it.
he got deported.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got some kind of was it Shine? He's some kind of mayoral position in where is he
Yeah,
from?
Israel, ain't he?
Israel or something like that. One of them guys that Puffy had signed just became like a governor or something in wherever country they got deported to.
Dude.
I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, anyway. Talking about music. Do y'all kind of judge people based off of the type of music they listen to?
Absolutely.
Just look at them.
I just tell you.
I don't.
No?
Nah,
Nah.
I don't.
I do. I do.
Nah.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm a snob. I know I'm a snob in certain. I'm just being honest. When
You working on that?
No, I'm not.
How you gonna tell somebody else they need to work on it? Who you gonna challenge?
Yeah, we need to rewind this
And
whole.
this guy played. He just what did he say 30 minutes ago?
Right.
Well, go ahead, bro.
You gotta sacrifice the flesh daily. But
He said,
for me, like, if you listen to pop all day,
Right.
and I don't, I'm gonna be like, what kind of world are you living in? Like, if you only listen, I guess for me, if you only listen to what the radio gives you, then I feel like you being lazy. And I feel like you're missing out on real music. You're only getting what somebody gives you versus going out and searching for something different.
Maybe their care level ain't that deep.
That's where the snob comes in. See, I'm going to need you to hear me when I'm talking.
Try to listen.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. So if you don't really, for me, because I don't really listen to anything on the radio. So for me, if that's what you do, just because the radio says that's popular, then I'm looking at you kind of like, you don't want to, try. And then the funny part is when I give them something, they be like, oh, that's nice. Who is that? And try to, then I'm making CDs for people.
Right.
So my snobbish ways rub off on people. But I do judge you based off of sometimes what kind of music you listen to. And to me, it says what kind of mentality you have a little bit.
Man, we deep with that, too.
If you ratchet, you listen to ratchet music.
All day.
You understand?
I don't know. You got
Am I
scholars
far
out
off?
there that like ratchet music.
That's what I'm saying.
But not all
just what
day,
they
though.
do.
I mean, but they still. We don't listen to it at all. I don't listen to it at all. I don't know Granddaddy, Daddy.
This guy.
Daddy. I don't know what he listens to, but that don't. I can't tell you. I can't say, oh man, this person is this because of what they listen to. That just might be they might not care as much as you.
Music. Can you
We're
imagine
not
life
talking
without
about me, sir? We're not talking about me, sir. We're
Right.
talking about you and these people that you're judging.
I'm just saying, can you imagine life without music?
I can't.
couldn't.
That's my first love, man. Yeah, that's my first love.
So that's important to me.
Yeah. What about you, El Granddaddy, Daddy Music?
El Grande.
Yeah. What is it?
You keep getting it wrong.
Oh,
man.
my bad. I'm
Help
trying,
you.
bro. I'm trying.
I'll help you. Music granddaddy, music.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's really tough because
Respectfully.
when I judge people on their music, because I feel that I'm a teacher. If this is all you have, let me help you. You don't want it, let me help you. Try to listen.
He's sitting with you on this one. That's all I'm just hearing.
I mean,
I'm with it.
I'm like, come on. I'm like, you don't know. You know not, and it's not your fault. But I'm going to help you.
Right.
And, and when I'm DJing, you're not going to hear what you're accustomed to.
Right.
You're going to hear.
But what if that's what they paid you for? Though?
No. You paid me to entertain. I'm going to do that. I'm going to play what you need.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow. Now that's heavy.
That's heavy.
Okay.
I'm not going to play a record that's going to tear the club up.
I mean, but they might want the club.
It's not what you want. It's what I'm going to play.
Wow. Damn. Wow.
That's
Tell him, Granddaddy.
Granddaddy music granddaddy, Rodney L.
Rodney L. Right.
The author.
The author. Right.
The author.
Quick author though. Quick.
My favorite DJ
No
is
pride.
Red Alert.
Red alert.
Shout out. Red
Big
Alert.
ups to Red Alert. That's he taught me so much.
You're humble.
Rock.
You're a humble guy too.
Excellent guy.
Yeah.
Excellent guy. I mean, we did a party together, and I gave him the meat and potatoes. I'm like, whoa. And he took the party away from me with 2 records. I'm like, oh. But I mean, like, that's him. But I learned so much because he taught me how to play music. And the crowd is going to learn what he play. He'll play a rock record. He'll play an acid record. So that's what it is. You're not going to be accustomed to what you're listening to.
Me and Grande, Rodney L. was having a conversation
Grande.
about us redoing songs. And we was actually putting a list together of songs that be redid, that's been redone. And there's some terrible songs out here, man.
Okay. Because I was looking at you like, please don't do this. All right, we
This
good.
is some terrible, but there's some good ones out here too, though.
What's the good ones? Because some classes don't need to be touched.
Casey did "Think You Lonely Now." He did a good job with that.
You know.
What's it to think about?
You don't.
Yeah, I don't even understand this. He's actually
you
the
don't
song's
mess-
actually better than the original.
I mean,
Nah, Bobby Womack, come on, man.
he tore it down.
Yo,
He tore it down.
Y'all can miss me with that, man.
We trying to find you.
Y'all can,
what about Mary? I'm going down.
Hell nah.
It ain't better, but she did a great job.
She did a great job.
She did a
But
great job.
After
Rolls
7.
Royce,
After 7.
After 7.
Well, those are singers. Mary J. Blige is not a singer.
Well, what is she?
She's an entertainer.
well, Rolls Royce she was the front lady of Rolls Royce.
Right.
But
Y'all losing me.
Hey,
y'all
Huh?
2 for 2. So I mean 2 for 4 so far.
He named all the bangers.
What about Drew Hill?
What that remake?
what did they?
Love Train.
Hell nah, you ain't messing no OJs. Man, get out of here, man.
No.
Nah,
Donnell Jones did
Donnell
knock me off
Jones
my
knocked
feet.
me off my feet.
That was smooth.
okay.
That was smooth.
Intro, Ribbon in the
3
Sky.
for 6.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Ribbon was there. That was nice.
Nah, I'm not taking. Nah, you leave Stevie stuff around. Mary J just did another song. Another
We
Stevie.
discussed that. We ain't doing that.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm not.
I ain't with all that hollering. I guess that's why I'm not with them.
What about Michael Jackson? Jackson 5.
Who were that?
What they do then?
Michael Jackson did Who's Loving You.
Who's loving
Who's
you?
loving you? Yeah.
And he took it from Smokey. He took it from him.
Okay. Y'all about
Okay.
following-
Whatever
y'all
the king
following.
touches is gold. So I mean,
And he
shit.
was a little boy and took it.
Yeah.
And took it.
Okay. All right.
I think you just have a problem with remakes.
Not all.
Well, we know what
Just
the-
sound
Current.
like it.
Current.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Isaac Hayes is the king of remakes, but like he did it so well that people didn't know that they were remakes. That's what I need. If you're gonna remake something, I don't want to know that it was remade.
I mean, but you got about a new generation of
That's what do some songs that ain't as popular. Don't do the classic.
KC
songs.
did
Yo,
a better job
than the original.
Than Bobby?
Right.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely.
He did it. He did. He did.
Okay.
It was just hot at the moment. It didn't trump it.
I can't
So
hear
you'd
this.
rather hear the KC version right now
Absolutely.
over
Absolutely.
Bobby?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm just old. So.
You ain't gonna get the same reaction from that era of people.
That's-
They'll jam, but with Bobby was played,
But you know-
right,
but
they're heightened.
But
You know what I'm saying?
but the people in our age not gonna listen to Bobby Womack and be like, oh yeah, this is the one.
oh no, if they play it, you can
gonna-
relate
you
to
gonna
that.
relate.
I'll play both of them, and I'm telling you, they're gonna understand that Casey, because they're gonna like Casey went on a higher range,
He did.
and I mean you felt it more than Bobby.
Yeah, because Bobby made a song.
It was just more.
KC made a ballad.
I'll give you that. But I'm still going with Bobby.
Yeah,
Because
I like both, but I like Bobby Womack. I give him the edge.
I'm going to go with Bobby.
I got Casey. He tore that down.
Yeah.
He took it from him.
After 7.
Oh yeah, they smashed it.
Y'all said that already.
Yeah,
Baby, I'm for real. They smashed it.
Y'all said that.
and groups out there ain't singing like that nowadays.
We understand that.
I got one.
Okay.
What about Move for Love? Brian McKnight, Michelle Farrell, After 7. Do y'all even know the original? Though probably that's y'all. Your face look like you never heard the original. My bad. Let's get off this subject.
Now, what's the name?
I'm gonna listen
he
to
did.
it.
He didn't do a good job. Keith Sweat. Am I dreaming? He didn't do a good job.
No, Keith Sweat is not.
He put out a Christmas album,
We're not.
and they played it.
Let's not talk about Keith Sweat.
We can go home now, dog. Let's get this over with. I got one more question for Daddy Fat Sack, Granddaddy, whatever. There was a song that came out, try to organize black people, give us something to look, stand behind.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
The song was called Self Destruction.
You headed for it?
And this is always the burning question. I'm gonna start with Crespo.
All right.
Who had the best verse?
I know he was going to say this.
Wasn't Chuck D in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put the disclaimer. Everybody know Chuck smashed it. Everybody know that. Yeah. So
I don't know.
I didn't say he smashed it.
oh my God, don't start this shit.
I didn't say he smashed it.
I don't know. I said Chuck D, but I mean, y'all
Okay,
do
you
your
go
thing.
and Chuck. What about you, sir?
I'm going to be honest.
Please do.
I don't remember the verses. We wouldn't listen to it down here like that.
That's why
That's
that's
okay,
that's
that's
why we got a lot of answers we got about
Yeah.
the remake. Yeah. How about you, sir?
I got Kumo D.
I took Heavy D.
Never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, so I shouldn't have to run from a black man. That's a verse.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. That's what Heavy said.
You what? What Heavy say?
Yeah. How you keep that in your middle Rolodex?
Oh, we've been arguing this for 7 years, bro.
I'm a fan of the song too. I was like, damn, okay,
I don't
remember
agree
that.
with him.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That was a good verse.
They call us animals. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I prove them wrong. You don't remember?
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good verse. I mean,
Hey, man, take us. Me and him need to talk about this off the camera, bro.
Hey, Rodney, tell the people where they can get this beautiful piece of work of yours and where they can catch you spinning some records.
definitely, you can grab the book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and I will be doing a soft launch next weekend in Griffin. I'll be spinning there as well and talking about the book and talking about music because I'm the music granddaddy of music, Rodney L., the author.
The author.
Yes.
You know, the author. So please grab the book, refer it to somebody else, read the book. Don't get it because I'm the music granddaddy of music.
Oh shit!
Read the book, and you're gonna enjoy the book.
What you got? What you got, Spo? What you got, Spo?
Oh man.
This was funny.
Yeah,
This was fun.
It was, man. I'm sorry I'm so unprepared for this. I appreciate y'all checking in, man, each and every week. Keep that page hot, man. We love y'all in that Soundproof Hunger Room group. Facebook, keep it moving.
We're not Oh, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead. I got yeah.
Oh, you guys are?
Yeah, I got to address some people. Go ahead.
Oh man, it's been a real interesting week, man. Y'all keep y'all head up out there. Y'all know they look at us as second class. I don't care how much money you make, how popular you are. They look at us as second class. If all this stuff that's been happening has shown you that, I need you to open your eyes and your ears and your head. Keep it up. Take care of each other.
This vaccine is going around. All I'm gonna say to people is do what you think is right for you. It's important to a lot of people. So some people, we don't believe it. Always do what's right for you. Don't let the crowd dictate what you do. I was talking to my OG Nation, and he hit me with this quote that I'm gonna leave everybody with today. He said, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper," and then he said, "Even if the weapon is me."
Wow.
Let's have another good week. As far as the book club, thank everybody who read the book, 4 Agreements. We all decided as a group we're not gonna go back into that. Please finish reading the book, and we're gonna move on to another book. Probably be announced in the next 5 days, maybe.
Okay.
If you got any books you want to be read, just go onto the page and we're gonna put up another post, a book recommendations to read, and just put that book under there, and we're gonna take a vote, and we're gonna pick a book. I am the 18th.
Afro Rican.
And Carla Parr, Sean.
The music granddaddy.
Shit, he got to say that shit.
Yes.
The
We
music
love y'all, man.
granddaddy of music.
Hey, love y'all, man. Y'all be easy out there.
Peace.